Hello guys, welcome to Firebloods Gaming with David, and today I am doing another tutorial. This is a requested one by one of my friends actually, the same as the last one, and they've asked me to teach them how to import a Minecraft world into Cinema 4D and how to do like proper lighting and shadows like you can see in my current background. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead, first I'm going to show you how to import a Minecraft world. That'll be the part 1 of this tutorial. Then in part 2 I'll show you how to put your character in and how to do all the lighting options and what settings you're going to want to render it under. Okay, so to start with, you're going to need to get some stuff. You're going to need to get this program called Mineways. The link will be in the description to the latest version. You're going to want to get this Steve rig, which is the same thing I used last time. Except from now I've got an upgraded. I have the paid rig from Weirdline, so it might be slightly different, but it doesn't really make that much of a difference for you guys. And you're going to need to have Photoshop, either I guess CS4 or above, because I'm using CS5 here. And then you're going to need Cinema 4D R12 or above, which I'm currently using R12 of. Okay, well the first step you're going to want to take in this is you're going to want to go ahead and download all the stuff I just told you about. So if you haven't got Photoshop, you can use an alternative like GIMP, but I recommend using Photoshop because GIMP's pretty shit. Okay. Well, first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to get your Minecraft world ready. So mine is not in my games folder, it is in YouTube building. This is our server world. I'm going to go ahead and go into Mineways. I'm going to open up Mineways. My mouse is flashing, okay. And then you're going to go to File, Open World, goddamn, or click File, Open if it's not in your worlds folder. Go to wherever your world is. Open the folder and you want to go to level.dat and open that. And as you can see, it's showing like a world. This is the server world that we're currently using. So what you're going to do, you're going to choose the area in which you're going to have inside of your like picture. So I am probably just going to go ahead and what part of the town do I like the most? No, I quite like the windmill area, so I'm going to go ahead and cut out that half of the town like that. It will ask you if you want to select the entire thing because you'll probably have blocks either above or below surface area, so that will automatically choose what area you're actually going to need for your blocks. Let it select it, go to File. You want to export for rendering. It has to be on the wavefront object absolute. Choose your save name, which I'm going to go with Shut Up Phone. That's what I'm going to go with. Shut it. I'm going to go with Tutorial. Save this to a new folder, wherever you want to save it to. Just make sure there's a new folder first. So, Tuto, or Toto, Tuto, damn it! Oh my god. Just save it in here. Okay, just skip this bit, click OK, don't need to change any of those settings. Then once this little bar down here has finished rendering like that, that means it's done and you're going to get something like this. In here you have your object here, and then you have your graphics, like your textures for everything. So what you're going to want to do next, you're going to open Photoshop, open, and then you want to open up all of those textures you just got, so every single one of them. Just go ahead and shift click them all, open them all. Then what you're going to want to do is one by one go to image size and change it to 2048. Because what happens when you do this, oh, and don't forget to put it as nearest neighbour to preserve the hard edges. Just click OK. The reason why you're doing this is because inside Cinema 4D the textures tend to blur if they're not high enough like setting, so it's best to make sure you've got it at a high resolution, because you can really put it as high resolution as you like, just as long as it still fits to the normal size ratio, like as long as it's still normal, because it will detect which area is which for the blocks, so you don't have to worry about that. Okay, just going to do this last one quickly. Image sized 2048. Nearest neighbor, okay. And now you want to go ahead and just go save, save, and save. You can close down Photoshop because you're now done with that. On here, these should now be 2048 by 2048. You can now go ahead and open up Cinema 4D. Once you're inside Cinema 4D, you want to go ahead and I'll probably add in the Lightroom now, which this will be in the description if you want to use my Lightroom. This is my Cinema 4D Lightroom. This will bring in unfortunately something more than just a Lightroom. So when you get this, this will not have all this crap in it. So I'm going to go ahead and clear out Carl, because Carl should not be here with his little plasmid ball and stuff. Ah, damn it. That, and that. Okay. You'll have something that looks a little bit like not visible, because I've made it invisible, like that. You should go into a thing, and this should open up just like this. It should already have my render settings put in, which is 1280 and 720 stuff. And what you're going to want to do next, you're going to go to merge. You want to find the thing you just rendered out in Mineways, which will be here. You want to open up the object file, open, just click OK. Now this may lag. So warning guys, if you're only wanting a small area like a house, only render out the house. Because I mean it, this will seriously lag you if you haven't got a high spec computer. As you can see, it's kind of like a little model village. There's no textures in it though. It's all black and white. So what you need to work on next is putting textures in. So what you do, come down here, select the first one, which will be black wall in most cases, and then shift click and click to stone up this end. You then want to go to basic, remove specular, and then turn on alpha, which is here. You then want to go to color, click the dots at the end of the texture, go to your desktop again, find Tuto, and you want to put in tutorial RGB or whatever you named it, RGB. That'll then give everything its base color, but as you can see, it's still a lot of black shapes and things everywhere that aren't meant to be there. So now what you're going to do is you're going to go to alpha, click on the dots again, and this time you're choosing tutorial alpha. Yes. Or not. Instead, you're now choosing tutorial RGBA. That looks a lot better. And now, as you can see, like on, if I zoom in, on the very pixelated looking grass, let me just go ahead and render it. It now has the see-through textures like Minecraft's meant to have. But as you can see, this hasn't really got any of the pretty shadows and stuff. So you've got the Minecraft world now, but as you can see, it's not pretty with like very nice shadows and stuff. It's just a basic world with nothing really inside of it. So that's basically the end of my part 1 of this tutorial. You now know how to put a world into Cinema 4D. Clap, clap, clap to you. Now if you want to continue and learn how to render this out, give it great lighting effects, and even import a player into this so that he kind of fits the frame, you're going to want to skip to tutorial part 2, which should have an annotation somewhere on the screen right about now. I'm guessing maybe like right in the center, because I'm pretty awkward and I like putting big things in the middle of screens. So yeah, I will see you at part 2 guys. Peace out.